All right. So when it comes to merchandising for artists, uh, you can go about it in different ways. A more popular way nowadays is print on demand and drop shipping. Um, what are your thoughts on some of the pros and cons there?
Pros and cons on dropshipping and print on demand. So
Yeah.
the ones we most familiar with would be like Printful. Obviously, people use Shopify and like stuff like that. The pros of that are you can get an e-commerce store. You can get your merch up within like a day,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like all you have to do is make the designs and you get it up and you can get it out to the people. I mean, that's what a lot of people do for e-commerce brands nowadays. It's not hard to set up. You don't have to go find manufacturers. Like you don't have to make all those relationships. Like it's easy to set up, man.
Yeah.
Um, you can make a bunch of different designs. Like you can make a bunch of different products. You can have a whole SKU of products now. Like you
Yeah.
can have if you go on Printful, and we do this when we set up websites for artists. A lot of times, the artists will just have like their artist name on a T-shirt, and like you might sell a couple of those. But if you have different SKUs, different designs,
Yeah.
then you're going to be able to sell more
Mm-hmm.
of those T-shirts. Or you can also expand into hats. You can
Okay.
expand into shorts, to blankets,
Mm-hmm.
to pet tags,
Mm-hmm.
to like all this stuff. Because what Printful and like Printify and like those services are doing is making it easier for you to connect with the manufacturers. Like the
Mm-hmm.
manufacturers, as long as they have somebody's design to print this shirt on, like they're gonna make their money.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
they really don't care
Yeah.
all that much. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they want to make a quality product, so you keep ordering from that specific manufacturer.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, they're not. They're getting business from Printful and Printify, so that's their incentive. So
Okay.
this has a ton of incentive
Mm-hmm.
to keep doing this model. Downside of it, it's probably going to cost you more
Okay.
per shirt
Mm-hmm.
to do because I mean Printful has to get paid somehow, right?
Okay.
Um, but I mean, it's a small downside. Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to keep inventory
Mm-hmm.
when you're using Printful. Obviously, if you're going to a show
Mm-hmm.
and you want merch on hand
Mm-hmm.
for a show, then it would likely cost you more to order 100 shirts from Printful than
Yeah.
it would if you had a relationship with a local business who does this. It's probably going to be cheaper to go with a local business
Yeah.
versus a Printful. But I'm trying to think of other cons of I mean, quality. You might have to order different, like there's different vendors
Mm-hmm.
on these websites,
Mm-hmm.
so you need to probably order like one shirt from all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So quality issues, there's a lot of things that entrepreneurs and business people will talk about when dealing with the manufacturer,
Yeah.
because you want to keep that quality for your customer. Like you have, especially if you have a strong brand name, like
Right.
you
Yeah.
need to have a quality standard
Yeah.
for your end products.
Yeah.
Because whenever you're shipping it just from Printful, like they do all that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like they fulfill the order. You're
Mm-hmm.
really just the marketer
Yeah.
for them. So they might be sending something out and you don't even know if that something is bad
Yeah.
until 200 people order it,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 500 people, depending on how much you're selling per day. It might be
Yeah.
1,000, 2,000, 5,000 people.
Right.
And
Right.
then you
Right.
get shirts that don't meet the quality standard.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just had a bad run of those shirts and you get the complaints.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
you get the complaints and it wasn't really your fault. Like
Right.
maybe you'd been working with this vendor for 2 years or
Yeah.
a year and some bad just happens and at the end of the day, the customer, like they're not thinking about all that. They're not thinking about, this
Yeah.
person set up a Printful store and they did this and that. They don't
And
care.
I'm not against drop shipping or anything like that, but I know that an important principle in business is to always inspect what you expect, and you kind of take that away when you leave the power up to another company to quality control for you. You can order a shirt or two and say, hey, this feels good, looks good. All right, we set. But like you said, there could be some one-off situations where it goes, over you and you're not able to see it.
You could do it habitually too. So you could because you do want to have consistent, like you do want to be inspecting the product, right? So you could order a shirt once a quarter,
Okay.
right? So it could be once a quarter you're checking out the merch. You might be doing some free merch giveaways, all that stuff. That's another idea to build you guys' email list. Like I was talking about the website service. If you go on mariamc.com, you click on the menu options, you look at the web design service. Like that's something that we set up a lot for people is that whole system, the merch system for artists. So when you're giving away some pieces of merch, even like locally or you like doing a show, that's when you're going to be ordering merch too. So you're
Yeah.
going to have to look at that merch that they give you.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think that when a customer is newly introduced to your brand, or at least they receive their order for the first time, first impressions are huge.
Yeah.
And you got to forgive me because I'm playing devil's advocate a little bit, but there is no customization. There is no personal touch to that order when the drop shipping company takes over.
Yeah, that can be true. So what you can do, you can customize it though. There's automated ways to customize it. I know that sounds counterintuitive.
Again, talk to me about that.
Sounds counterintuitive, but you still can connect your Printful store and all that stuff to MailChimp or to whoever your email provider is. And then each person that comes into your email list, you can still like gather their information and send them something extra, right? Or give them personalized videos or give people personalized shout outs on social media or say, hey, like if you guys send us in your picture, then we post them here on social media and we got all these free bonuses and like all this stuff. So you can still make it personal.
Yeah, that's smart.
It takes planning, obviously it takes strategy, but you can still do it.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.